Okay, so I promised you a video on how to do your unit folders. So this is kind of the video that says, okay, what do I need to do each week for each unit to get through this semester and be successful. So let's go back. Let's just kind of start with our announcements page again because I want to reiterate. So if you're watching this video, then you've been going through your course information tiles, right? So you've read your syllabus, you've taken your syllabus quiz, you figured out if you're going to need to buy a textbook or not, you got that started. You've read your college policy and procedures. So now you've sent me your email that says, hey, or your discussion board post that tells me who you are. So now you're ready to actually learn some A&P. So again, we'll go to course content. This is where all the information that you'll use for the course is going to be located. Again, yours may not look exactly like this because, again, I've got several different courses going, but they're all set up exactly the same way. And so the way this is going to be set up is you're going to have basically 5 units, and each unit has 3 weeks in it. Week 1 is going to be for content information and watching videos. Week 2 is for content information, watching videos. And then week 3 is going to be when your exams are due. Okay, so they're all going to be set up very similar. And it tells you when all these things are due. Quizzes and homework are going to be due by midnight on Sundays. Lab exams are going to be due on 7 p.m. the third week on Tuesday, and lecture exams are going to be due 7 p.m. on Thursdays. Due dates are always on your calendar, so I'll keep those up to date and posted, and you'll be able to see there's your syllabus quiz, there's your exams, you can see when things are going to be due. All right, so I never try to surprise you. They're always posted for you. If you're watching this right now, just Unit 1's posted because, you log in the first day and there's 5 units, and you go, there's so much. So we're just going to have Unit 1 show up right now this week. The rest of it will show up in a couple of days. All right, so when you open up a unit, sometimes there's going to be a little introductory video. Not all of my units have this. Some do and some don't. There's going to be an objective page. I'm trying to get them for every unit, but it takes time. So sometimes you'll see things that maybe pop up that weren't there before as I constantly rebuild my courses. I keep them updated all the time. So you may see something pop up one day that wasn't there the day before. Your objectives are there. It tells you what you do for the unit. Basically watch videos. You've got quizzes to do and what they're worth. Exams are worth how much the exams are going to be worth, and your homework. Okay. Usually I'll post some kind of a study guide. Now I'll just be honest with you. These study guides are not the old high school fill in the blank. XYZ equals whatever. These are broad questions. So like if you were to open one of these up, it says list the anatomical terms. Well, there's like 100 of those. That's question 1. Okay, so these study guides are not just regurgitations of an exam. All right, so it's like, what are carbohydrates? Well, you need to tell me, what is a carbohydrate? What does that mean? How does your body use it? Okay, give me some examples. So a lot of people say, you need to be more specific with your study guide. Well, if I was more specific, this study guide would have 400 questions on it. Okay, so they're very broad, just a way for you to kind of keep things organized. But if you'll print that off at the beginning of the unit, you can start filling it out as you go along. You've also got PowerPoints and things for you to look at as you're watching the videos. So let's just go through the very first week. Let's click on, again, yours may or may not look exactly like this, but when you click on week 1, part 1, everything's set up so you simply click through the buttons. You read what you're supposed to do, you click through, it'll tell you that you've got videos and PowerPoints available to you, and when you get...
Welcome to the study of the human body.
Let me turn that back off. Now, I did this on purpose, okay? So when you click through things, sometimes you'll see something that says plugin not supported. And I did this on purpose to show you it happens. Maybe you need to change your browser to Explorer or Chrome or Firefox. I always use Firefox, but I opened this specifically in Chrome because I knew it wasn't going to work. But I try to give you other options as well. So if maybe your plugin doesn't work, I try to include the link as well. So before you email me, before you email IT, try using Internet Explorer or Chrome or Firefox or Safari, whichever browser you use, and that may fix it. Or you may just need to click on it and add the plugin. All right, but that does happen, but I'm not an IT expert, and you guys have so many different types of computers and software that I can't possibly know how to fix it. So I try to give you as many options as I can. So these are the videos that I do for you. These are my lecture videos, and they will play right here in Blackboard. If they don't play, if you can't get the plugin to work, if your browser won't support it, I've also given you the direct link to YouTube, and they should play in YouTube. Everything plays in YouTube. So if it doesn't play here, click on the YouTube link. You'll also see here, this is where your PowerPoints can be found. You can find them as note pages, so you can print these off and take notes while you're watching the video. Some people like to use the actual PowerPoint. They like it big and in color. So if you're one of those people and you want to print off the actual PowerPoint, click the download button. It'll download to your computer, open it up, and you'll have the actual PowerPoint. Okay, so it's up to you. I don't make you, you may want to download it for reference, but you don't have to print it unless you want to. And you may be saying, I don't have PowerPoint. Yes, you do. Go to My Calhoun, and there's an Office 365 button. If you can't find it, email me or email IT, the help desk. And but we do have, all students have Outlook, Explorer, Word in My Calhoun. Let me see if I can, let me just see real quick if I can find it. Hang on. Go to My Calhoun. There you go, Office 365. So if you don't have it, then you're going to have PowerPoint, Excel, Word, anything that you need. So it's there for you if you want to use the PowerPoints. All right, so once you watch a video, you'll take notes, then click through and just continue to click through the videos. And as I find things, I'll add reviews. So maybe a student has found something at a different website and it's like, hey, this is a great review. I'll add those into here. So they're not necessarily required, they're just more practice. So, but I always encourage you, if I've included it, then I think it's pretty important and it's a great review, so take advantage, okay? But again, I'll mark it as review if it's just something for practice. So just keep clicking through, watching your videos, taking notes and watching your videos. Again, there's more reviews. Always read what it says and it'll tell you what to do. More videos, more videos. More videos. All right, so I'm just going to keep clicking through. We've also got some lab videos, which is where I filmed Miss Meg Graham in the lab with the actual models, and that's a great way to review for the lab portion of the unit. So just watch all of those, and when you get to the end, there's usually some more reviews. I've got extra practice worksheets. Again, every unit's not the same, but I try to add practice if I can. Okay, so once you finish a week, and you'll want to start this as soon as possible. This is week 1 of the semester, so if you're logging in on Monday, you need to be starting this unit on Tuesday. Okay, so because you have a quiz due on Sunday. That's quick. So once you watch these videos and you take notes, you'll click on the first quiz, and it is 4 points. It's a grade, okay? Whoops, there's my phone. And I'm gonna ignore it because it's a junk mail, a junk phone. All right, you also, for each unit, you're gonna have some other assignment, either a case study or an extra quiz or maybe a discussion board or maybe a report. Something's going to happen for each unit that you've got to do for points. So in this particular unit, this is unit 1 of my 201 course, they've got a homeostasis case study. So you'll read the case study and then you're going to post your answers in the discussion board. Okay, and so this will be due as well. And if you're not sure about due dates, remember you can always go to the calendar of due dates and you'll see when your due dates are. Then you have week 2, and so again, week 2 is set up just like week 1, where you click through and you watch videos and you take notes. And again, I've made sure that I've got a couple links that aren't working for demonstration to show you that if it doesn't work, you should have an alternative link as well. All right, so make sure. Good thing to do today would be to make sure all your links are working. So once you've done week 2, you have another quiz. Okay, so your points for the homework and quizzes are the week 1 quiz, the homeostasis case study. Again, if you're in 201 and 202, it's going to be another case study, and then your weekly quizzes in after the second week. Now, in week 3, this is where your exams and your reviews are going to be. So you'll click on this folder. You're going to have some other review activities. You're going to click on these, and you can do practices for review. There's a lecture one and a lab one, and then here are your exams. Now, the exams require a password. If you go to the testing center, they will have the password, so you don't have to ask me for it. They have it. If you have a webcam, the webcam will ask you for identification, and that will basically act as your password. So you and your identification basically need to match. So that's where you'll find your exams. And in order to take these exams, you have to open up the Respondus browser first. And then once you open up the Respondus browser, then you log back into Blackboard, and then you can take your exam. Remember, if you don't have Respondus, it's under that course information, under student resources and testing. Okay, that's where you can download Respondus browser. Everybody needs to download Respondus, because if you want to review your exam after you take it, you have to use Respondus to review your exam. So again, even if you use the testing center, go ahead and download Respondus so that you can review your exams. All right, so again, each course unit takes 3 weeks. Unit 1 or week 1, you watch videos, take notes, do reviews, take a quiz. Week 2, you watch videos, take notes, review quizzes, and then week 3, you do your exams. Now, I would suggest that you plan at least no less than 10 hours a week on this course. And I know you're thinking, wow. But just think about it this way. If you were actually coming to see me on campus and sitting in the classroom and coming to lab, that's 4.5 hours a week that we're having face-to-face time. All right, for every hour that a student is in the classroom and in the lab, they spend another 1 to 2 hours outside of class reviewing, looking over their notes, reading the textbook, and actually studying. Okay, so if you see me 4.5 hours a week, then I'm expecting another 4.5 to 9 hours outside of the classroom in order for you to learn the material. So a minimum of 10 hours a week is what it's going to take to do well in this class. And for most students, it takes more like 15 hours a week. So what you need to do today is, as you're thinking about making a schedule, is go ahead and get your calendar out and mark some time on the calendar this week that you can actually spend in this course without distractions. Don't have Facebook on in the corner of your computer. Turn your cell phone off, turn your phones off, and actually pretend you're in a classroom and focusing on just this class. So maybe that'll help you get started. So as the course progresses, I'll give you some more hints in announcements. I'll post some more ideas on what to do. Take advantage of the discussion board. If you find a particularly great way to study, if you're like, hey guys, this is working for me, post it there. Or if you're lost, you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how much time to spend. How are you guys doing? Post it into the discussion board. You guys help each other out and find the best way to work through this course. All right, so again, I'm going to stop now because I hate to make videos that are just too long and drag on and on. I think you get an idea of what you need to do. And as you progress through this week, it'll become like second nature and you'll figure it out. So just breathe and get ready. Good luck.